decent. I'm all up in your face like a no-scope headshot. Give me them 200 points. Yo, I was like, yeah, they go, you must sound like about a day ago, man. That's because my boy DrizzleD5, man. Crazy ass OU maps like I just said. So he's gonna lead out with Victini and switch out into his Rotom Wash on the Vault Switch that I just did with my own Rotom Wash. I'm gonna go out into my fortress, set up them roadblocks real quick. We trying to catch a criminal up in here, man. Them spikes early game. But anyway, he sends in his clown ass Victini, and look at the smile on this dude's face. What are you laughing about, man? We in the middle of a damn battlefield. You see anybody else laughing? Look at my boy Terrakion, a serious ass face. Get with the program, Victini. But anyway, he's gonna U-turn out into a real threat, which is Garchomp right here. So I'm thinking, like, alright, he's gonna take full advantage of the fact that I'm weak to earth type attacks and probably set up a substitute on the switch out. Considering that I do want to save my Terrakion for later on, but he shows me that he's Choice Scarf, gets rid of my Terrakion right away, man. He's not no Terrakion no more. He's got rid of him in like 2 Terrakion seconds, man. I'm just gonna switch out into my Salamence and then afterwards make a double play out into my Rotom Wash, predicting him to either stay in an extra turn and go for the Earthquake, which is not uncommon from players who do predict the double switch, and or go to Skarmory and or Landorus to deal with my Salamence that I just brought into play. But he switches right out into his Tyranitar after initially bringing his Skarmory to potentially deal with my Salamence. But anyway, we're here with Tyranitar versus Rotom, and the initial Will-O-Wisp on Tyranitar missing kind of upset me a little, to the point where I was like, man, screw this. But you know, I could actually take advantage of a worst case scenario, because had I actually connected with the first Will-O-Wisp, I actually would have went for the Volt Switch, went out into my Tyranitar to set up rocks of my own. I can actually always do that later on. But since I did miss and he was actually able to set up the Stealth Rocks early game, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go for the Will-O-Wisp again, and I score a hit on the Garchomp. Now that I think about it, I always did have a thing for baked seafood. But anyway, in comes this clown Victini, and now he's going to lock himself onto V-Create, thus finishing off my fortress, and I'm just going to retaliate back by switching into my Mets and then double switching out into Tyranitar as he switches out into his Skarmory. So now he feels compelled to stay in and set up spikes, but dismissing the probability that I could have actually had a special move, and because of that, I'm able to send that bird soul halfway through oblivion, plus to add insult to his injury, he gets the burn, so he's not going to be compelled to do ruse, and because I got the burn, I'm going to set up my layer of Stealth Rocks as well as 2-hit kill with the Fire Blast. So that's out of there, man. In comes Landorus, thinking he could probably take full advantage of the fact that I'm rock type to his earth type, get a rock polish. Nah, baby, I got that ice up beam, son. So I'm able to 1-hit kill that. In comes Victini, goes for the U-turn. In comes Garchomp, Stone Edge, baby. Guess I missed, but I can actually take full advantage of the fact that I actually did miss with the Stone Edge, because now I'm gonna go for the Stealth Rocks just to see what he locks himself into. I'm thinking that I could probably set up my meds, get up a D-Dance as he dies from the burn, but I noticed that the burn takes way too much damage, so I decided to go out into Rotom anyway, and I'm like, okay, Rotom could like probably take care of the rest. In comes Victini to die to entry hazards. In comes Rotom, I'm just gonna burn it for residual damage, and then afterwards he's gonna go for the Pain Split, assuming that I would initially go for the Volt Switch. And that's not the case. I'm just gonna stay in and go for the Hydro Pump, knowing full well that this turn, now I'm actually able to stay in with his Tyranitar and inflict some damage onto that. But I can actually bring in my Alakazam at this point. It doesn't really even make sense for me to Volt Switch, happen to go first, and then afterwards I'm bringing Alakazam now. So I'm just gonna weaken it with the Hydro Pump, and then afterwards finish it off with the Volt Switch, and then come back in now with my Alakazam after I finish off his Tyranitar, the Volt Switch, wait for it, and then finish off the Rotom. Well, not quite actually, because Psychic puts it at around a range of HP where the Sandstorm could just come and finish it off anyway. I remember when I was 5 years old and I didn't have enough milk to finish my cereal, I went straight to that bathroom faucet and my mom was like, "What you doing?"